Welcome back to Outback Tasmania. Today's video, I've got an area of the property that we're working on. It's just a quick, easy way of tidying it up. I'll just show you what the area sort of looks like. Yeah, on the southern side of the house, which sort of goes up the hill, which obviously it doesn't look like it's steep, but trust me, it's a killer of a hill. It's been neglected, it's been not looked after very well. Come here with a whippersnipper every now and again, tidy it up. I've picked up some old unused floorboards from a property. I'm going to try to use them as garden edging. But what I've done, I found a spot where you can put gravel. You could get gravel. Yeah, you could get gravel, and I wanted to put gravel from the front fence right up the side of the house here. Oh. Right up the top that way, and I've started it about a month ago, or probably even longer than that, and this is so far I've got this done. So this is basically this was all weeds like you're seeing up the back there, so I've run gravel from the front gate down, mainly for just for stopping the weeds as well. It's sort of, it is easier to walk on than that actual concrete path because it is steep and we're just walking down. But as we get down here, you can see I'm bringing it up in buckets, and then I'm taking it from here and just been putting it up the pathway. Well, I've got to that section there where I'm going to continue on with some gravel later, but at the meantime I want to turn this area that doesn't get a lot of sun into a garden. So I'm going to put some succulents and a few other things here. We do have water main and sewer main running down there, so I don't want anything big with root systems. So let's get into it. And of course, we've got the inspector, Charlie, on the job, making sure everything's going A-OK. Charlie! Charlie! Oh, and just like that, a little elbow grease, a little bit of sweat for an old man. The sun doesn't get here enough, but that soil's looking good. Alright, so I got the gravel, I got the soil for the garden. Let's use this board that I've got that is treated. I'm not going to grow food here, I'm just going to put in some succulents, because I think they'll survive here, maybe. Or if you know any shaded plants that would grow great in a little area like this that wouldn't have a root system, because I have got the water line and the sewer line right there. So I'm just trying to tidy it up and then make my way right up the back. Bags of gravel, buckets of gravel, gravel, one step at a time. Well, I've had a few interruptions and I've had to help out a friend next door, and a few little other things went on, but I finally got back here. There's going to be a garden, maybe a succulent. Going to spray on some wet and forget on this wall here that doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so I can get rid of a bit of the algae that's, or algae, whatever you want to call it, that's starting to grow. And you can see it there. But we've got a good product called Wet and Forget. I'll get that on before I do any planting. It says it's not harmful for gardens, but I don't know. But what do you think? There you go. There is the gravel's looking good. It's easy to walk up here. This used to be, like I showed you before, all those weeds. And now there's gravel. We've got gravel up to there. Another, continuing on the garden theme in here, in there, and in there as well. Are there any vegetables that grow good in shade? I'll have to do some research. I freaking doubt it. I'm no expert. I'm just having a crack this year, trying to grow some food because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. You know, like, man, I went to the grocery store, grabbed a few things, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of steak, some odds and ends. $195 later, like, absolutely ridiculous. It's like, I'm gonna have to work out a better system, and I think it's going to be growing food. But let's see how good we can go in this shaded yard. Yeah, the afternoon's come to a close. What I might do, I'll just call this a win for today, and I'll get back into it tomorrow, get some plants, some cuttings. I've got a few other things, spray the wet and forget, and continue on with a few other things. I'd like to show you how good the garden is growing. Yeah, welcome back. It's the next day. Gonna get some cuttings here from some of my succulents and just put them into that new garden, and we'll just kick that one off. Yeah, so I especially get the ones that are overhanging. I'll leave that one there. That will go in my trusty little cuttings bucket. This one here looks good too. Okay, and I'll grab this one down low here. My little, okay. You know what? I might just take that tall one and let them sort of grow off again. I'll go a bit deeper. About there. Okay. That's a nice one. That just sort of opens that up for new growth. Might even take one off over there as well. Yeah, this one's looking lovely. I'll get rid of this one that's overcrowding it. Yeah, and I'll take it down low. There we go, that's a beauty. Succulents just keep coming back. It goes in the bucket. So that just opens that one up nicely. Oh, move my fingers. Yep, opens that one up nicely. It's getting crowded. Ooh, look at that. Actually, let's just grab the secondary plant there. Yeah, I didn't even see that one there. It was hiding down the bottom. Oh, it's got another couple of pups underneath there too. Nice. Alright, so we've got a good little collection. I'd love to know the name of this. This thing just grows crazy. That was the original plant. I've now got them up the side there, and as you can see down the side there too, just down there. Yeah, now space them out basically where I want to plant them or where I think they'll go well. Let's get them in the ground. Yeah, as usual, we've had about 4 days of sun. Now we've got about 3 days of rain. It's supposed to be here now. It's looking typical Tasmanian. A couple of the ones I bought. It's just, I like the way it sits down the bottom there. Oh, where can we focus it? Tasmanian grown. There you go. Part sun, it can tolerate full sun, well drained soil, yada yada yada. Remove spent flowers. That's a tip. Alright, here we go. With most of these, there's only 2 plants that I bought. The rest of them are from the cuttings. Here we go. These are all the leaves that I'm going to try to grow another plant from. And yeah, it's looking pretty from the weeds that were here yesterday. There's one I bought. Looking absolutely delightful. And like I said, all of these other ones are cuttings. And that's another one that I bought. Looking very trendy. And I'll put that little leave this here to remind me where it come from. Probably get one more bag of soil improver just to top this up. But yeah, from yesterday's weed infested grass that I used to just come here and whippersniffer and think what I'm paying. That water line there, you can see the water line coming down there. It runs down diagonally out to the meter. And the sewer is here as well, so we really don't want big rooted plants on this side. Alright, let's see what else I can get up to. Yeah, I just said we got 3 days of rain coming, so let's get some. I'll put some seed out over the lawn. So let's give that a chance. Used to the wallabies would always come and prune it for the sake of a box of seeds. Let's give that a try. Yeah, let's put this little baby back in the ground where it belongs. It's come back pretty good. I've got a lovely spot in the garden lined up for it. There we go, back up the daisy agapantha, back to the routine. Big daisy agapanthas. We'll just give that a go. That's going good too. That was eaten right back. This has been killed twice and keeps coming back. Look at that. Even got some flower heads. A few days of rain. It'll be looking like this one. Might be time to start the next lot of radish. These are going along pretty good. Time to get some more in up there, or maybe even over here. Be nice if it come out. There it goes. Ooh. Yeah, have to go back and get some more bags. Oh, yeah. Best way to open bags. Sharp trowel. Lifting bags, moving stuff around. Keeps you healthy. Put these out and I'll put these away for another couple of weeks and I'll put some more out back in the special seed storage area. I love the way they're nice and blue. Yeah, they're nice and blue, so you can see exactly where you are. So you don't need to stick them in, you just need to sprinkle some more on top. Yeah, just patted them down. Alright, it'll be interesting to know. That's the Yates bag I just used with these. Those other ones there that I planted a couple of weeks back were with the Bunnings home brand, the cheap one. Be interesting to see if there is a difference. It'll be interesting for the pocket and interesting for the viewer. Okay, so we got the first crop and the second crop. Let's see what else I can get up to. Sitting down, contemplating what's next. This is the Great Wall of the wallabies to keep them from coming in here, which at the moment I have successfully kept them out for a number of weeks now. Bunch of seeds to plant. The rain hasn't come. Got some seeds here to go in the ground. I got a bit of, I might prune that branch in a sec. The one up near the fence. And I got some seeds to plant. Okay. I haven't touched these for a very long time. Got some carrots. Oh, what have I got here? Alright, well, it's that time of year. Let's get some broccoli in. So in autumn or winter, perfect. Seedlings in 7 to 12 days. Alright, we're going to try them out. Don't mind a bit of broccoli in the old stir fry. I've been told by a number of people, get your lettuce in. So that's going in. I've got 4 trays there I'm going to fill up. Oh yes. And I have found one of these packets. So all my capsicums so far have been either saved from supermarket fruit or supermarket fruit. So these are going to be the first ones I've planted through the store. And as you can see there, the blue down the bottom, don't plant them in winter. But I won't plant them all. I'm doing some for the sunroom. So I've got those 1, 2, 3, and I've got 4. Yep, I'll do some carrots, some capsicums, some lettuce, and some broccoli. Let's get them done. But first, I've been manifesting e-bikes. I really do need an e-bike. If some sponsor out there would like to send me an e-bike so I could test it as an old man, I've got a number of channels. This is the Radio Jonesy Network. If you haven't found out, it is on tour with Radio Jonesy. Radio Jonesy, the conversation channel, is just called Radio Jonesy, and Tasmania Island Life, that's me out and about. Listen to that sound. But if a soft drink manufacturer wants to sponsor me, especially diet soft drinks, whether it be any sort of cola, any sort of flavour, I'm manifesting right now. Cheers. Jump on board the Radio Jonesy Network, which the gardening channel, I'm really enjoying doing this. It's sort of, yeah, I've been, it's motivation to get out and do things. I'm out the back. I'm the Outback Tasmania channel, wearing the Radio Jonesy Network hat. So if you don't know, there's on tour with Radio Jonesy, and Tasmania Island Life. They're the 3 channels that's been created over the last few years. Outback Tasmania was some inspiration given to me by our friends at White Rock Homestead. They said show the area, show your pets, your farm animals like your chickens or whatever. Haven't got them yet. We're going on a cruise coming up in a couple of months, so I really want to get that out of the way before I get anyone here babysitting animals. I've got Charlie, the wonder dog. the supervisor, the foreman. Yep, so if anyone wants to jump on board the Radio Jonesy train, cheers. I'm still looking for an e-bike. So even the can agreed with me. Oh. So I've got these three little ones. Right, that's a sandy mix. It was unsuccessful, whatever I planted in there. Grab some, a couple of handfuls, and there'll be an extra one. Slam it in. All right, first up. Well, I've never done this with carrots before. I always put carrots in the ground, but hey. It says sow them in autumn, but not in winter. And it says put them in the ground. Yeah, it says put them in the ground. Oh, it's got three big satchels of them in there, so we'll definitely use one of them. Alright, well that's, man, there's hundreds in there. It is hundreds. I'll put some carrots in there and leave them in that pot and just see how they go. Okay, they're gonna be carrots. The carrots. Okay, here we go. Carrots going to the new warm room. Did you down the bottom there? Yeah, last week's capsicums. Yep, these are sort of come along nicely. What else we got? Whoa. Over here, got one germinating. Nice. We'll get got room for a couple more. That one doesn't look too successful. Almost forgot, this one was a carrot as well. So we'll whack him down there. Here we go, next to the carrots. That's next, broccoli. Now, where will I put them? Let's go for a walk. We're gonna get top or bottom. Top or bottom. If I can get in. Oh, if I can get in, we're going down the bottom. Okay. Let's make room. What I'll do, I'll whack these tomatoes there. Actually, if I recall, could I do that? Yes, I could. Look at that. They go up there. That's excellent. So you're a random that hasn't been growing. Ooh, look at that. The shit's coming apart. I've had this for years, I tell you. It's out. It's lasted longer than I thought. So now I really got room for little ones. And I can put trays in the bottom still, down at ground level. Okay. Yeah, I'll get some more of that. Push the button. Next up, we'll get some lettuce. I'm going to do this because, for one, I can always go back to the video if I lose my little tag and work out what I planted, because I've been known to plant plants and wonder what they were. So we've got room up the top for the lettuce, next to the capsicums, which haven't got a tag, but I know they're caps. Oh, hang on, I have to go back to my other video. I think they're tomatoes, because the capsicums are this side. Yeah, this is the caps, and they're looking good. I'll tell you what, while we're here, still got the magic water bottle. Yeah, that's the carrots. And that's my ones that are done on the paper. So, yeah, give it another drenching. And why not? We'll break in the nice little drink. Don't overdo it here. That's the broccoli. I'll have to go fill up the V8 water. Oh, and flowers are looking great as usual. Alright, so the caps are next. I've put them in. I've wrote B caps from Bunnings, the box store. B for box store. Still got a handful left. I can get another tray in, I reckon. Man, my seed drawer's got plenty of seeds. Seed drawer has still got plenty of seeds. It's you know what? And I'm gonna keep them all in there, all my seeds. I'm going to keep them, and that's my messy corner. Update on my favourite garlic. I have to give him a name. He's really taken off. What can we call him? I'll call him Gary. Gary the garlic. He's going good. We're getting some growth there. The rest of them are sort of just poking out. But yeah, potatoes, excuse the paper, but the potatoes are just starting to show their little signs of life, which is awesome. Not sure what's in this one. Might be in a bit deep. Yeah, there's Gary. Okay, the tap caps, this is the last one of the day. I always try to plant seeds every chance I get. That's my new motto. Definitely motivated by my good friend. So this is the capsicum side. Yep. So actually, I don't know, I'll just put him down the bottom. Down the bottom. Oh, don't tip him out. There the caps, down the bottom. Caps, 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 caps. Caps, caps. Lettuce. Tomato. Tomato, tomato, lettuce. That's carrots. I've given these one more chance. If they don't come up, they're gone. Did you hear me, plants? Come up or you're out. You're off the team. Oh, where's this rain? It's supposed to have rained. Okay, in the mail, the other day I was sent a couple of items to try out. Here is the 12-inch chainsaw from Yovot, Y-O-V-O-T, Yovot. Comes from China, 12-inch battery. In the box you get 2 chains, 2 batteries, your safety glasses, gloves and a charger. All you got to do is buy some chain oil and put them in there, and then you're away at the races. So I've got one big branch up there. I'm going to go up and attack it with the brand new chainsaw, never been used. Let's give it a go from Yovot. Well, as you can tell, compared to the blade, it should handle it. Let's give it a try. Chains come loose. Be right back. Yeah, so you put the blade onto there and we'll tighten it back on and we'll see where we are. Okay, round 2, tightened her up. Let's see what it does. Starting to get a little bit loose again, but it's up. Nice. Ugh. Nice cut, bit of green wood. Chain's loose again. It's coming loose every time you seem to. I'll keep going until I'll keep going, see how long I can cut for. Let's have a look. Now, it's cutting and it's light, extremely light, flimsy. You know, if you need to do a bit of pruning around the house, like so, it's probably a good little toy. And it feels like a toy. And the chain's going loose again. I don't like the way the chain keeps coming loose. I might be doing something wrong, but down she comes. And that's just one-handed. Shouldn't be doing it one-handed. And they're only branches, like that's in my hand. Let me just, like, look at me. Look at that dirt. That's where my feet are standing. Good soil. Awesome soil. But, alright, let's try these ones. Yeah, it's cutting straight through. If I had something to put it on, I know I could roll it. I can roll him. Keep going with that one-handed cut. I'm having a bit of trouble one-handed. So I'll bring you back in a sec. Well, I just picked it up and it broke away, so it did actually cut. So, would I recommend it? I have to try it a bit more. Easy, like if you're don't like hanging around heavy chainsaws and you've only got small branches to cut, and not on a bloody slope like I am, where it's a bit hard to get your feet set. Alright, there you go. The Yovot 21 volt Lion battery, 12 inch brushless, what does it say? High speed brushless. I'll talk about it on our future videos, but at the moment I'm using it for a bit of pruning. Well, okay, I've been going for about 15 more minutes. I've cut up most of the trunk. Cut up all the trunk actually. A few little branches. I've thrown the trunk down the bottom. Chain slipped off again. Would I recommend it? At the moment it's like a bit of a toy. Let me have it for another week and I'll get back to you about the benefits of the Yovot 21 volt battery chainsaw. Oh man. Yeah, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you after I use it a couple more times. At the moment, I would have preferred my normal chainsaw would have just went bang, 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 and I'm out of here. You don't have to worry about fuel. You don't have to worry about things. Chains come off twice in 15 minutes. That's not a good sign. Oh well. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, well, the old Yovot, or the new Yovot, the young Yovot, the plastic Yovot. They're just the tops there, and there's a few bigger pieces under the tops. I'll get them shortly. There we go. So that one branch got a few good sized little logs and some sticks for a fire down the track. I'll keep going with that, but guess what, after putting the chain back on, it's coming loose again and the battery's going flat. You gotta love electric battery powered chainsaws. They're quick and easy when you only want to do a quick little job. I'll still I'll give you an honest opinion on the next video. Yeah, sitting out the back, the only successful thing growing since the wallaby invasion, the spring onions. I've actually got to cut some of them and use them for tonight's dinner. Yep. I think I'll just finish this video. Succulent garden. I quite enjoyed getting that little project done. And I'll continue on the side here with the gravel. That's going to take me hours and hours of walking up one bucket at a time, but we'll get there. And in the meantime, the seedlings will be growing. The peas and the beans will be ready to get in the ground. The potatoes will move from this little spot over. I think I'll get rid of this grass on that side of the spring onions, and I'll make a spot for my, well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 containers of potatoes, and I'll just leave them sitting there happily doing their thing. We're pretty lucky today. They forecast rain all day. We've only had these sort of high rain clouds. And look, I think that's 7 days of growth of grass out the back. Man, I need help. I'm thinking of covering it over. Covering it, making designated little gardens, walking areas. Maybe covering it over to kill it back. I don't know, tell me what you think in the comments. Grass grows good here on the hill when there's no wallabies. When there is wallabies, that's empty. I don't want wallabies again. I wouldn't have these plants here. They would all be, they'd all be gone. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.